Alright, we're doing a quick stream here. It's still day 6. Normally I do these later in the day. But I wanted to do this first off so I can get it done for like most of the day. So maybe I don't have to log on again at 7. But also because there's a piece here that I want to demonstrate of stuff that's going on with this war in Egypt. So I want to like fill in the gaps here. Do a quick diplomacy check. Yeah, we'll see what happens at change of day, which is in 7 hours. Hopefully Sweden will drop out. What was that? Okay, that was the fighter squadron. Okay. These are very good casualty figures. And you might ask, how am I getting casualty figures like this? First off, never, like, whenever you attack, always try to attack with overwhelming force. Always. Try to set up good matches for yourself. I've got a submarine here just waiting for these guys to disembark so I can crush them. Transport ships are like sheep to my wolf submarines. I'm setting this one down here to be right in front of these guys, so when they disembark, when they turn into the transport ship, my submarine will destroy them. And then I'm moving this one here to cover so that there's no transfer here. We always want full coverage between transfer points. But this is what I really want to talk about. So first off, we had one little infantry guy that started heading down here to start taking these little pieces. And basically, I just want to make sure I'm covering. I just want to make sure that he can't do any real damage. So previously, I'd moved my armored car up to Rutba to take it. And now, what I basically did is I sent my armored car straight down this road. I'm sending my 16th Light Tank Brigade straight down this road, where these are hopefully going to meet somewhere in the middle. If this guy is moving, great. If this guy's not moving, if he's just standing still, great. I'm going, because you can only move along these intersections. These are roads. You can only travel along them in this game. So he's only got 2 ways out. He's bottled himself up. In some like really fast raids where you have very quick cars and you're trying to move around, it can be very fun to try to figure out the correct road path thing to like get out of a situation. I always try to make sure that there's like escape routes for my people if I need them to move, you know. But anyway, so these guys that I put here have successfully defended. They lost a lot of pieces, you know, they lost a lot of health, so I'm gonna have to heal them up a little bit in order for them to be really effective. But they definitely did their job. And you can see how much their job they did. This is pretty impressive. A bunch of these guys just attacked my units and got wiped out. Now here's an interesting battle. So what I did was I set my Armored Car Brigade and my 6th Infantry Division to attack this fortification at the same time. Now, the AI did something that was half smart. It noticed that I had 2 armored cars coming down this road, and I had the 6th Infantry, a full 8 squad, coming down this road, and they were going to hit at the same exact time. So the AI did something smart. It decided to hit my armored cars first. See this positioning? This red dot? This is me. The red dot is where all of your troops are at any given time. It's probably pretty small on the screen. I'm as close in as I can get. But if you notice, this red dot is not in the actual fortifications. It's up here. That's because this is as far as my armored cars made it before they got hit by the 1st Infantry Division. Now, the armored cars will win this, but they're going to take more damage than I would have liked. These guys will also win this, but they will be taking some damage, especially because they're in a fortification. But there was really no way to bite the bullet. This is in the way of everything else. I would have needed to really go the long way around. What time is day? Okay, here's another mechanic that I'm setting up in taking these last areas. Hang on. I just want to make sure I'm correct on this. Okay, so this is accurate as of 2022. I believe it's still accurate. This is how healing works. Every day change, which the next day change is at 7 hours 22 minutes, all of your units heal up by 15%. I believe it's by 15% of missing health. Yeah, 15% of their missing health. So they'll never be able to actually go back up to 100. But that will only happen on land you control. So whenever daybreak comes, I always, always, always want my guys to be on land that they effectively control. So in this case, I'm going to order my troops to move here. But not there. And the reason for that is it'll be too late. It'll be too late by the time they get here. They'll be in this territory, and it won't be day change, and that'll be really annoying. I'll actually kind of preemptively not just do that, but then move them here so that they get some more headway towards that. Yeah, so this is a good engagement, but what this guy should have done, what the AI should have done, if the AI was very smart, the AI should have done one of two things. Because there's two... The AI kind of did not a great option. The AI had the option to sit his entire 7 stack just in this fortification. So, if you look at this army right here, you can see right here they have a 30% protection bonus. That's 15% from just being in their territory, which everyone gets. You can see I have a 23% bonus. I think it's... Oh, that's good. That's weird. Okay. No. Sorry, it's home territory. If you're in your home territory, you get a flat 15% protection bonus, which is very nice. This fortification gives them another 15%. So these guys have a 30% protection bonus, which is actually crazy. That's actually huge. It's a good thing, and that's how they are actually holding up so well. They're taking down a decent bit of health off of what are level 4 infantry versus level 1 infantry. You can see here, defending, they do 11.4 damage. I do 40.6 damage, but that's mitigated by how much mitigation they're tanking. These guys should already be dead, but they're not because they've got this fortification they're sitting behind. If they had a full 7 stack here, it would be a lot harder. Which is why I timed the attacks to go off at the same time. Something you can do, by the way, by using the delay button. Here's an example, right? Let's say I want my 16th light tank and my 18th armored car. Okay, Control, Tab, hit both of them together. And now you're in control of both the armies. Let's say I want them to both move to here. Now they're both going to move at their fastest possible speed, right? But let's say this is moving a lot slower than that one. I would hit delay. And that means you can set a march delay so armies will reach their target at a certain time. It'll sync them to reach their target at the same time. That's a really great option. I really like that. And I'm actually, once I get close enough... Okay, so this guy's here. So I'm going to actually set that up right now. I'm going to delay that so I'm hitting them at the same time. Um, that'll give the light tank... This guy's not going anywhere. It'll give the light tank time to catch up. Yeah, these guys, since... So here's... Either the AI should have kept their entire 7-stack in the fortification and took full advantage of their 30% damage mitigation. Because you see up here, these guys don't have it. They just have the flat 15%. Or they should have taken their whole 7-stack and immediately moved north to attack my armored car brigade, because these are just 2 units. And in this case, it would have worked, because I had set my infantry division to attack Jerusalem. And in this case, it would have been disastrous. They probably could have killed both my armored cars, because I actually went to bed after setting this combat. So the infantry division would have moved here unopposed, and in the meantime, he would have had a 7-stack take out these 2 armored cars with casualties, but you know they would have probably won. And then they've got everything to the north, and they can just start immediately pushing up. You could start spreading out. You could make a lot of havoc and chaos behind the lines because you've just busted open my front line. I didn't think the AI would do that, which is why I didn't really care to defend against it. I'm going to immediately move these guys over here. I'm going to move these guys to Istanbul. We're getting ready for the 10-stack to start moving across. Yeah, that's what it is. Alright, great. Let's check production really quick. So we got level 4 industry being built. I'll probably want to bump this up to a 5 as soon as I have the availability to. So these 2 5s are almost done, and you can see how big that's rewarding me right now in terms of these critical resources. This is done. I'd like to start a 5 working on that. So 2 5s are done. At that point, I've got 3 more industries to build, really. How much? Okay, that's a lot of oil I need. So I'll just let that keep ticking up. And honestly, I probably won't even do this one. I'll probably do this one here. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Because I still am pretty low on a lot of resources. Diplomacy is a little frustrating right now. None of these nations have given me right of way just yet. Let me look that up again. Okay, there's not a lot of recent stuff on other AI countries giving me right of way. I don't know how those mechanics still work. I might just have to fight my way into the battlefield, which is fine. Man, UK moved fast. Still, though, casualties are very high for both of them, which I really like. Yeah, I want to see casualties high for these guys. Germany continues to turtle, just building up huge amounts of artillery. Man, I'm gonna have to be ready when I hit them. I'm gonna have to be really, really ready. But I don't see a lot of technological improvement, which is interesting. And in terms of economy, I'm still outpacing them, but yeah. I might just have to deal with them first. He's definitely a coalition player. Alright, I think I'm good. Yeah, this is all proceeding well. Okay, boom, look at that. I managed to, my armored cars finished off these guys, which is excellent. And they are now heading down here. Oh, one more modifier for for cars. Certain units do better on certain types of terrain. For example, these guys get a 25% speed increase and a 50% strength increase on plains. They're basically another 50% as strong on plains, and Jerusalem is a plains territory, so it was really nice that my armored car was able to fight on plains. They get a very nice damage increase. And now I should be able to finish off these 4 units. And as soon as I do, I'm going to march these guys straight down. And that finishes off the entire peninsula. And I'll start basically at that point looking for moving across and taking the rest of Egypt. Alright, sounds good.